people. This is Tim Kelley, and you know I got soul.
Hey, this is Tom from YouKnowIGotSoul.com. How are you?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for making the time for the interview.
Man, no problem, man. You know what? I always seen you guys always say good stuff about me and Bob. Man, always. So I was like, you know what? I wanted to return the favor, you know what I mean? And always tell you about what's going on. You know, the good things that's popping off, man. So, you know what I mean? I wanted to give you a call, man.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of things popping off, man. I'm telling you, man.
So I'll get right into it. First of all, like I said, thanks again for making the time. We've been supporting you guys for years. Glad to have finally been able to track you down. I mean, I really feel like we admire producers so much, and you know, Tim and Bob have flown under the radar. I feel like, in an extent, you know, they acknowledge certain producers more than you guys, but really you deserve that attention too. So really always glad to showcase you guys when we can, and glad to speak with you, Tim.
Wow, appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It, man, for real.
And you know, we always love to dig into the history. I know you have a lot going on now, but if you don't mind, I'd like to just start kind of in the beginning and hear some of the history behind a lot of your success. So if you don't mind, take us back, man. When did you originally get your break in music and get that start?
Well, what basically happened was I went to college for a year, and I was playing basketball. So I was, highly up. I'm from Chicago, Peoria / Western. You know what I mean? I was born in Peoria. So anyway, Peoria is kind of considered a suburb of Chicago, right? You know what I mean? So what happened was basically, man, my dad, he had bands, you know what I mean? And he always, telling you, man, they bands sound just like Earth, Wind & Fire, dude, on everything, man. Like, they were so dope. So it's the practice. There's one facility that used to practice at. They used to sometimes practice in, you know, our basement, because our basement was pretty big, over East Peoria.
Yeah.
So I used to go down there all the time. I was like, 8 years old? So when they would leave a lot of their instruments there, because they knew they would come right back. You know, like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock that next day, especially on the weekend. And they would come up. So they was gone. I'd go on there, man. That's what all of these so on and so forth. And my dad and my brother, so my brother played saxophone. So he taught me how to play the sax. So same thing, right? That's woodwind. So, you know, if you know how to play the sax, you don't know how to play some woodwind instruments. So basically, I can play about like a good 13 instruments. And it's due to the fact that, you know, the families of the woodwind, you know, the brass family, but on the guitar, bass, you know what I mean, drums, something, right? So, quick it screwed up a little bit. When just before I ended up going out to college, my mom bought me some equipment. And when she bought me some equipment, I just kind of figured out how to you know, piece stuff together from just watching my dad's band. You know what I mean? So I was producing them on the picture. You know what I mean? And then I had this other guy that was one of my good friends. He had some equipment, and it was a little bit better than mine. So when we would go out to his house, he would come over with mom, but we would stay at his crib more. And we basically just put things together. You know what I mean? So when I ended up in college, it was like, when I came home for us to break, so like, I just kept thinking about music. And I could get some music equipment and all that. So when I came home for break, man, I just stayed. You know what I mean? And I just kept just doing demos and all that. And I ended up meeting Bob through a mutual friend of ours. And Bob came over with one of his keyboards. He wanted to sell it to me. So when he brought it down there, we put it up. We just started doing it. I mean, from that day on, and when I say we didn't split with it, now split with it, yeah. You know, man, Bob, he was in 11th grade, man. He stayed, well, we ended up asking my mom and dad, could he just stay? And, you know, we find a way to take him to school and all that, because that's what we ended up getting as a duel. You know, so they was like, I don't know. My mom ended up talking to his mom. She got real cool with her and everything. And she just she let Bob stay back behind, man. So they moved to New York, and Bob stayed, right? So we you know, the demos came out good. We found some people from different churches and all that could do sing. And we ended up with about a good, I don't know, completed songs written. And Bob ended up, his dad's church ended up congregating with Aretha Franklin's grandfather's church from Detroit, right? So, when Aretha Franklin's grandfather heard Bob play, everybody played piano. I mean, all of us. Like, man, I'm all at you, man, right? So Bob was telling me this, he told me about it. I'm like, what? Yeah, man, Aretha Franklin's grandfather? That's crazy, you know what I mean? So, a week later, he hit me up, and he offered me out there, I'll give it like 3-4 times more than his dad was paying him. So his dad, like, you know, go out there to Detroit and see what's going on, because, you know, that's where the, you know, the gospel area was at. That's where the whole birth of gospel was, you know, Detroit. Linings, commission, CC and BB and CC, you know, and the list goes on, you know? So Bob thought that if we could just at least get there, you know, that's the start. You know what I mean? So Bob was like, yo, so I'm going to get out there, man. And, you know, once I get out there and get, you know, the turtle, I'll let you know what's going on. I'm like, all right, cool. So he hit me up, and he was like, yo, man, I met the people where the Winans and Anita Baker, all them were in court, and they're looking for some producers because they're trying to start a production company. And I showed them a lot of your tracks. So I've been showing the demos. I just started playing a couple of tracks. They said, keep playing tracks. He said, they going crazy. They want to plug you. I was like, okay, cool. Flew me there, man. I mean, and then that's when I really honed it, because they had an SSL there at the time. So that was talking like, what, 1990, 1991, right? So I'm there in Detroit, man, and there was a guy named Mike that was there, and he basically showed me how to run an SSL, you know, and he always told me to grab the book. SSL, it was like, you've been around SSL with the book. It's a book, man, that's so thick, man, like, dude, man, it's just like, it'll take you like 2 months, man, to go through the whole thing, man. You know what I mean? So I did that, and then he put me in engineering school partly, too. So I ended up, like, you know, just getting really, really good at engineering my own stuff and making my own drum sounds and all that. Then I ended up meeting Tony Rich and Mario Winans. So Mario Winans was the first one. Now, mind you, Mario was only in the 10th grade.
Wow. And
Teddy had just gave him an MPC, right? And from him working on his dad's group. Remember that friend and all that stuff that was on the Winans that Teddy did? Yeah. So he gave Mario MPC. So when Mario brought it over to the studio, I'm like, what's that thing, man? He was like, yo, this is I'm telling you, this is the future right here, man. You gotta tell them to get you one, man. You know, the production company. Beg him, man. He wouldn't give me one, man. It was a lot of money back then, right? So, you know what I'm saying, man? They ended up giving me one. So when they got me one, that's when we all started trading sounds and all that stuff. Make a long story short, what happened, and this is where the turn happens right here. There was a group called Rick, Rand, and Dan, which Randy Rand was in the group. He the one got the group a deal in Atlanta. And Randy Rand was signed to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I don't know if you remember him. Yeah. But he did a lot of work with Sherelle. He was married to Sherelle for a minute. And then he ended up doing a lot of work with Johnny Gill, After 7, and a couple other artists, because him and Dallas had started pairing up. Now, remind you now, the year before that, Dallas was Hot 100 Producer of the Year. So we already found, we always found producers who they were and all that. So the guy that replaced Rick, he was in the group, and he was like, you know what, man? He's like, man, they just said that, you know, my man had a head-on collision with a semi. We're like, what? We're like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is really crazy, man. He got severed, man. I'm talking about head decapitated, like that bad. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow, man. So, and his name was Paul, because he used to do background. Well, he still do. He used to out for Parliament, Funkadelic, George Clinton, and all that. So he was like, I don't think I can get y'all in there, man. He's like, what? He's like, in there with Dallas. So let's do some demos, you know what I'm saying? And then let's just see what's up. And then, you know, the track speaks for itself already. It's like, all right, cool. So we ended up doing about like 10 songs with Paul. And then it was Paul that was replacing Randy Rand. happened was we had a hoopty. It was crazy, man. It was this hoopty that Bob's sister let us borrow. Dude, like shredded tires, man. You know how your tires, man, when you look at them, you can see the steel belts hanging out the tires and all that stuff. It was like that bad. So we was like, hey, man, should we just try and see if we could make it to Detroit from here? We're like, man, we ain't got no money, man. Like, you know, when the tires bust, man, it just wouldn't be right. You know what I mean? So we was like, all right, so let's just not let them know, and let's just take a morning, and let's just break out back to Chicago, and then we'll see if we can just get some money for some friends and uncles and aunts or whatever. So we woke up about like 5 in the morning, and we just headed back to Chicago, man, right? Chicago and Peoria. Mm-hmm. So my mom was like, oh, that was a beautiful shot, man. No, I'm not giving you any more money. You had your shot, man. That was it right there. I'm like, Mom, look, don't understand Dallas Austin, da-da-da-da. I haven't heard of him. I'm like, you did another bad creation and boys, man. I think we could get in here. Just, you know, she's just giving me all the reasons why we shouldn't do it, right? So I ended up taking out like $100 from my mom. And then Bob ended up saying it's funny. Bob ended up selling one of his leather coats to one of our cousins. He got $50 for it. So we had $150, I'll never forget that. So we put the gas in the car, we did it down there, man. It was New Year's Eve, from 92 turning into 93. I'll never forget that. So we end up in Atlanta. It was like 11 o'clock. It was like 11:30, like 30 minutes before, you know, all the extravaganza. So we driving around Peachtree, don't even know where we going. You know, I've been to Atlanta one time, but when I went, you know, it wasn't the area, you know, where they told us where, you know, all the parties and stuff was going to be at, and everybody directing us. Like, dang, and then, you know, along Peachtree, run all the way through, you know, Atlanta. So we like, yeah, we in the right area, whatever. So make a long story short, Paul just so happened to be there to record with the group, with Brad and Danny. He was going to record the next day at dark, which was Dallas Studio. So he said, man, just come on to the hotel, and I'm going to get y'all in there. And I was like, all right, cool. So the next day comes, he gets up there to the top, and he's trying to tell the security guard and all that who we were, and they was like, don't you let him in. So he's like, man, he came back down, he's like, man, they can't let y'all in, man, so either y'all could just go back to the hotel and chill, or y'all go to the mall and wait till I'm ready for y'all, man, or whatever, man, because he was cabinet from the hotel to the studio. So, man, we was like, nah, we gonna stay right here. So we did, so the way dark was used to be on top of a hill. I don't know if you've been to dark before, but it's a hill, like when you turn a corner, it's kind of hilly, and then when you make a right, it's another hill you go up. So we were at the bottom of the hill, dude. Do you know, man, we waited the whole session till like 5 in the morning, just hoping we'd see Dallas just pull up or leave or whatever, right? And it never happened, man. It was crazy, man. So we like, oh, man, golly, man. So here come Paul, come out, man. We go back. He said he told Dallas about us, and Dallas wouldn't pay no attention, man, because he was just getting the studio built, too, by the way. We wasn't really nothing in there. So the next day go by, and went up there again, man, and then this time, man, it was a guy named Dave that used to run all Dallas' stuff. And Paul, you know, grew to know him because obviously they was in there working in Studio A. E and B was the only one that was open in the studio. The rest of it was like just a build out. You know, you could see where C, D, and E was going to be at. You know what I mean? But it was really just kind of like a caucus, like it was just an A and a B. You know what I mean? So it's funny, man, right? So Dallas ended up getting A that night, and then they had B. So here come Paul running back down. He's like, yo, man, so, all right, so Dave, I told him y'all some cool guys, man, you know what I mean? Y'all from, such and such. Y'all don't, y'all ain't no bad kids, nothing like that, man. He want to hear y'all stuff. So he had a Jeep. We jumped in the Jeep. And then I didn't know what he wanted to listen to, so I just started playing a lot of slow joints. He was like, hey, yo, I ain't gonna front, man. Around here, man, we don't even listen to slow joints, man. What y'all got? Y'all got ups? So I was like, yeah. Start playing up tempo. He was like, oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Hold on, man. I said, all right, man, look, we're gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get you up in here, man. So, we having a party, man. So let me stop at the grocery store, because, I think it was Dallas's birthday or something was going on. I'm not sure. But back then, that was when the rest of the development was popping off, TLC was popping off, Boys II Men, Another Bad Creation. It was like that movement when, that part of in time, at like early 90s, You know what I'm saying? When it was popping in Atlanta. Just getting started. Oh, the Face was there, so they just did the Boomerang soundtrack. Tony Braxton was just coming out. They just signed TLC. It was just starting to boom. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Jermaine had, what's the guy's, Chris Cross. So, yeah, Chris Cross. And he was just about to work with the girls that skate. So everybody just trying to, position themselves out there, and that was it. There was no other producers like how it is right now. It was just, that was it. Maybe 4 or 5 producers, man. So we get in there, man. Everybody's in there, man. And we all starstruck. And we're like, God, we see, man, the best of the building over here. We see TLC. We see, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we go in there with Paul and them. He was in B-room. He was like, yo, go up there, man. He said, man, look, tell Dave to put y'all joint on. And if he said he didn't want to hear slow joints, man, just skip all of them and go to the back, because the up-tempos is in the back of the way we do the CD anyway. It's like, all right, cool. Went out there. We saw Dave over there playing, I don't know, stage or something with a gang of chicks in Dallas, so Dallas had a hoodie on. So we go, Dave. And Dave came up there and said, what up? We said, hey, man, can we play our stuff? He said, okay, cool. I said, remember, man, no slow joints, man. They don't, he said, man, nobody in here gonna like them. I said, man, even if they dope, you just don't play slow joints. I was like, okay, got it. So I started playing some stuff, man, right? And then everybody started dancing, and everybody coming up to us was like, hey, that's y'all, man? So we wasn't Tim and Bob back then. We was still just like, I'm Tim Kelley, obviously, and Bob is Bobby Robinson. So they like, what's your name? I'm Tim. And like, what's your name? I'm Bob. You know what I mean? So they're like, man, like y'all stuff, man. We're like, okay. So we still looking down there at Dallas, because his foyer part was really, really big. So he was way down there with about 10 girls, just him and Dave, just playing spades. And then we looking down there, so now we're starting to, and we don't see Dallas, but everybody in there dancing, bobbing their head. Dallas the only one not even budging. So now we're trying to plan to get back. He was like, okay, man, you call your uncle, I'll call one of my uncles and my mom. I just tell her it didn't work out. We gave it a shot. We always put the plan together to get back to the grid, right? So we finally see, so while we talking, we see Dave and Dallas whispering in each other's ear, because we had it loud. Well, I mean, we had it over in there. So then he's like, yo. So then Dave was like, yo, Bob, Tim, y'all come here over here for a second. And so we go down, and he was like, hey, yo, y'all go in this little room right here, man. So we go in there, and it was it was a long table in there and another system in there. So he's like, oh, this must be where they, hold their meetings and all that. So we still thinking that Dallas going to tell us, yo, if y'all put a little more work in, y'all will be all right. He'll tell us, what we need to work on, whatever, right? We waiting in there for a long time. I mean, that was the weight of death. Man, we just waiting for it was at least 30 minutes, man. We was still just figuring out on, how we was going to get back. So Dallas comes in, and he took his hoodie off. He was like, yo, hey, let me tell you something, man. He was like, man, I haven't heard music come in the studio. He said, man, I didn't have this studio kind of built like this for maybe a half a year. And there's been a lot of people coming in and out of here. I haven't heard music produced this well and mixed this well, man, since I had my studio, man. So, man, and somebody must be listening to Jam and Lewis, because y'all stuff is real similar, man. Y'all just got, more hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? He's like, so who do what? Right? So I was like, well, I do the beats, and then I mix. He's like, you mix, man? I'm like, yeah. I mix everything. He was like, and then, we all kind of just come together. And I do the drum programming, and then I play too, and Bob, he plays too. So he goes, my Lord, man. So now we talking, and then he told us the story about Randy Rand. He's like, yo, man, I have not been in the mood, I ain't been in the spirit, man. Ever since he died and passed away, man, I've just been really, really depressed. And a lot of people just been coming over, just trying to cheer me up at night. You know what I mean? Because I'm really, really messed up, because we were about to take off. Because I got he said I set up 15 projects for us. You know what I mean? And I just didn't have nothing. I just don't have it in me to do it on my own, man, like I was doing at first on my own, because he ended up being my dude for real. So I was like, wow, man. So he was like, play a couple of other joints, man. So we played a few more, and then he just, in the middle of the song, the second one, he was like, hey, man, look, can So now, you don't know we came all the way from Detroit and from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, man, look, can y'all hang around, man? He said, look, I bought some equipment for y'all, and I just want to see right in front of me or in here what y'all actually do and how y'all work. You know what I'm saying? He's like, can y'all do that? And I'm like, oh, where's the trick camera at, man? It's got to be something here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all come back here around like 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, around between 10 and 11. And then y'all just start the track. I'll come in around like 3 o'clock. And then I'll just come in and I'll check y'all out. All right, cool? So he halfway out the door, and we trying to show him, like, hey, guys, I had to go out there, and then we get out there to all the loud noise now. I'm like, D, don't. So now he go back over there and mingle and all that. So I'm like, Joe, he's telling them, like, Joe, man, we're from Chicago. So really, and I said, so, you know, sleep. He was like, so how'd y'all get here? He was like, tired? He was like, huh. He said, man, you see them demon mans over there? He's like, man, I can stay over here. So I guess he was testing us to see, you know what I mean, like, where our spirits were, man. I was like, well, he's like, yeah. And so when everybody leaves, he said, man, y'all take one of them bean bags. He said, follow them over there. So, man, I follow up the jet, whatever I need to do, man. He's like, man, I stay here. He's like, okay, cool. Everybody left. There was like two engineers left. So we talking to the engineers and the assistants, man. They was like, oh, he must really, really like y'all, man. He never did this. We've never seen this before. So we driving out. I'm hoping, like, damn, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm disappointed, man. Sure enough, man, we woke up the next day, but I didn't know how to set up MIDI and all that. So when they see the sun, and man, when I tell you, man, we didn't even see the sunlight, man. We didn't even see the day, like the daytime, for about 3 weeks. We would take when we would be done with like 15 to 20 tracks, then we would go try to figure out where we wanted to eat at around the area. We go walk them. So when Dallas heard the track, so Dallas, he told us he was going to check up on it. So he didn't even come to the studio until a week and a half, 2 weeks later. So I was like, all right, this what? We had about like 100 joints down. So he listening to him and he's like, hey, man, okay, here's what we're going to do. I had 10 projects, man. He said, man, can y'all handle a session on y'all own? He was like, I'm like, yeah. He's like, you know, we have an engineer just in case with you guys, man. I said, okay, that's cool. I was just like, hey, whatever, man. He's like, okay, so I got 10 remix, I don't want to fight, from her movie. And then I got the remix to Can We Talk that Babyface did on Tevin Campbell. I need to remix to that. You know, but I'm saying if you did the remix with Lady, I don't know if you remember it. So, in our mind, you know, I'm still just like trying to push it in, just finding on these artists, you know, because we just came from the floor in Detroit. So we go from the floor to name it all here, and build up for the Poetic Justice Contract for TLC. So we like, man, so he's like, man, so I want to try to pick the records. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and then y'all need help, just let me know. And he pulled out again. So I guess it was just pretty good stuff you could do in. And going pretty short, the demos, man, we learned some, man, and the first thing we did was, I Don't Want to Fight You to the Phone. We remixed that. Then we did the remix, the one from TLC, which was for time to that. And that was our first song, you know what I'm saying? So when that happened, he gave us the whole Never Destination the whole album, man. Because it was the second album. And then Bill came down with that one. Wanye came down to do the background. Wanye was Smith. We ended up getting cool. And then he ended up showing Boys and Men, the demos. And that's when, so Dallas gave us our break. And that was a break.
Wow.
Dallas was like, he didn't want to work. So he was in the middle of two sheets with them. And he said, you need a meal ticket before you even go in there because he just did Motown Philly. So hard to say goodbye. And all that made the album sell by like 8 million. So he's like, nah, I need $1 million up front and I won't do it. Right? So meanwhile, we was working on another bad creation and we had about like, 6 joints done with Wanye, right? Wanye goes back to Philly and he shows the guys. So they had a meeting with Jill Barnaby, the And then they gave us a call out of nowhere, man. They called us back to speak. So they go, so Joe Billy was like, yo, Bob, keep on, we haven't seen him Bob yet. This is Bob Danger stuff, and he still wasn't, but nobody was calling him. Yo, Bob, Tim, Bob, this is the guys? They put me on speaker, right? So I'm like, hey, what's going on, girl? Because I'm grabbing in my mind, because I'm like, in the basement of my mind crib, I was just a credit checker, man. So I really was. I see him all over the additions, Simon Winston, all the stuff he did on CBS, man. All the Johnny Deal, all the other stuff. I see Gerald Dusty, man. And obviously, I'm going to get a big that later, and then big did and all that stuff with him. So, see his name anyway, man. I'm choked up. So he's like, hey, man, so look. I said, first of all, man, is this serious? Is this Joe Bucky? So then the guys in the back like, yeah, what do you do, man, in the background? And be the sponsor, which was head of A&R Motown. He was like, yes, guys, this is us, you know, I'm in the bus. And then I see Vito on the back all the out. So I'm just like, okay, this is really real. You know what I mean? So they go, look, listen to some of these demos you guys did on Boys and Men. And we're just going to ask a simple question. When can you guys get to Philly? And we're like, what? They was like, when can you guys get to Philly? So we was like, man, serious, man. And then Whitney was like, I told you guys I was going to hook y'all up, man. And Sean and Nate in the background like, yo, man, you guys production and field. We heard this track, we heard that, we just wrote to a lot of tracks. Y'all got to get here. Joe was like, matter of fact, so Whitney was like, man, y'all need to just, man, look. We can send to y'all, man. We can send a limo tonight. Now, mind you, we had a session that night, and it was already paid for. They already paid it. So he's like, man, yeah, look, we can send a limo for y'all. Y'all just jump out the taxi on y'all stuff up. Don't even go to the crib. Jump in the limo and get to Philly. We got to with the calls and everything. That's how serious it is. So we like, wow. So we hope we took that. It's going to be like, nah. Because he was, he went back and forth. They disputed the discussion about the act. So we called our business manager, and he was like, yeah, I got on the phone with Joe. So don't worry, man. He said, man, I got it all figured out. I'm going to have to limo come over there, and I'm going to give y'all a little money in your pocket. You know what I mean? Like, just take y'all to eat or whatever before. The limo want to take y'all to, before y'all get on. And then y'all just take off to Philly, man. Y'all stay here as long as y'all need to, man. I got that. He's like, are y'all serious? Is you serious? Because I'm like, Alex gave us a shot. He could easily be like, nah, that's messed up. I'm done with y'all. I can have y'all back in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to figure out shit we doing. He was like, are you crazy, man? He said, even if y'all say that, y'all still going to be in good with Joe. Y'all going to have all that work with him. So we still like, I don't know, man, because Dallas was so hot that stuff. When I tell you, man, everybody either here. I'm going real short, man. I know I'm long-winded right now, but I'm trying to get to,
yeah.
Chop it up for however you want. But, man, when I tell you, man, Shoots it, Busta Rhymes, Diamond D, all of the hip-hop cats was coming through here showing me how to get my drums sound more rugged than they were. So I was getting this, just gems dropped on me, man, that I've never, from MPC. Because there's so much stuff you can do in the MPC field, which I still use to this day, MPC to the sound. But I'll get to that in a minute, because I got the endorsement for the sound. I feel a lot of things. But anyway, what happened, man? That was it, man. We went to go to Philly. We started in Philly, and the guys was on tour, so we had to do the album while we were on tour. When I tell you, man, we went everywhere, man. We went around the world, man. We went to it was a place called Granny's House that was in Vegas. Everybody go to, like a whole bunch of rock bands, because it was seriously was like Granny's House. It was like what, a staff of like 15 old school ladies, man, like white and black. So just that's the ticket for you. But it was like all studios up in there, and then it was a hotel. So it was like a restaurant, hotel, and studio at the same time, man. It ended up closing up, man. I was so mad at that, man, because I was like, this day I was coming up there. But anyway, so we ended up staying out there for a minute because they wanted to get away. So we ended up doing that, man. I'm talking about, man, anytime you wanted something, man, cherry pie, man, you could just name something stupid. You would forget. They just took it up for you and bring it in there. It was just out. So we ended up getting like maybe 8 joints done because we ended up doing like about 30 joints. Something like that, too bad. Right? So we go there, we go to California, man. We got caught in the Northridge earthquake, man. Which was one of the biggest ones out here. As soon as we landed that night, there was an earthquake and we landed in LA. Now, that was crazy. So what happened was 2 days later, we ended up taking a pilot back to New York. And then we did some joints in New York and we went back to Philly. And then we ended up going back. And then we had to spray everything about. And we received it out. But when he heard the joint, I need to say, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was, it was a process, man, up with that album. So basically, Zero called us and was like, look, so, since you guys, now mind you, man, like Jam and Lewis was my eye. That's how I even, if it wasn't for them, man, I wouldn't be producing. I knew all the old school producers and all the old school music of the 70s or whatever from my dad's band, obviously, Earth, Wind and Fire, Tower of Power, Function, Arcades, all that, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know about self-contained, you know, producers and got to know how to write, produce, and arrange and all that till Jam and Lewis for me, you know, credit housing like that. So here goes now keep that on your side, man. Here goes Zero calling, yo, man, love what you guys did. I just can't get 2 rookies, man, to hold 2 albums. They coming off the end of the road. So I sent you guys all of you guys records to Jam and Lewis. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, man, I sent them in it. And you know what they said to me actually? They're like, what do you need us for, man? You got the album right here. I'm like, pretty good, man. And they was like, yeah. For real? They done our stuff like that? He's like, yeah, man. I'm like, nah, man, you know what? You know what? It feels like it. But, man, I just need reassurance, man. Like, you could give us 2. You know what I mean? So then that's when they ended up doing on Vivid Me, which I can show you a drink. It kind of sounded like the on Bended D, but obviously, you know, our slow drinks was kind of from them. And they ripped from us, we ripped from them. And then they kind of ripped back from us. It was weird how that happened there. But anyway, so he did that. And 3 days later, he called us and said he did the same thing with Babyface, right? And I just cut that Babyface album, his first debut album, just before I left, before we left Chicago. And, you know, I didn't do that, and the face got good. He did it, and then they went on the run and did everything. Bobby Jones, he crew that whole album and all that. I was just think that was the credit to Bob. Bob was taking time to do that. He was trying to figure out the chords and all that. I'm looking at the producer credits and all that. Make a long story short, man, we ended up with the most songs from that album, which was 6. And then everybody else got 1 or 2 apiece, man. And that was our break right there, because that album is the biggest, Guinness Book of Records as the biggest selling album by R&B group in the history of music.
Right.
And then also it's let me see, worldwide I think it did like 23 million, somewhere around there. I don't know. I'm looking at the plaque right now. I got the whole plaque, man. I've seen Sean's plaque. I'm like, my plaque game needs to be pulled up, man. I'm like, I got like 4 of them, but they behind. So that was the break, man. Wow. That was really our big break. TLC that did pretty good. I think that did like top 10 for us on the R&B chart. I think it went top 30 or something like that on the Hot 100. But then Can We Talk on 7 Can was number 1. But it didn't feel like it was us. It was really Face. You know what I mean? We just remixed it. So the Boys and Men was our big break. And after that, everybody started coming to us. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
And then, eventually, we secured our agreement with the contract. And that was the return. So we told him, we just talked to him like grown men. We was like, we want what you want, man. We want, we want a production company where we can sign acts. You know what I mean? We want label deals like you got. We want a studio just like you, man. Like, we think we're ready. It's like, all right, if you think you're ready, then okay, cool, man. That's it. He was kind of salty, but, kind of was like, man, I'm going to have to let them just, whatever. So, and it was weird because it was a tight-knitted family over here, man. Everybody was like, I don't believe it, man. Y'all gonna make it on your own, man. And you know what? I remember, everybody kept saying that. I remembered it. know what our first hit record was, man? I'll never forget, man. I called Gab, they just started. I just called them out of nowhere. And A&R dude just answered the phone. I said, man, I'm looking for John B. They was like, he's not here, but I can help you out. I was like, man, I don't know if you guys heard of it, but we're Tim and Bob, which, eventually Dallas ended up naming it. And they was like, the dude was like, yeah, how do you guys work, man? It's like, can y'all send something? We really don't do that, man. We like to work with the artists, man. So, we would fly out there or vice versa. Make a long story short, John B., it was weird. We had the same business manager. So he flew John to ATL. And we ended up doing They Don't Know, right in Studio B. Dallas was have Studio B. And then that was our first #1 without Dallas. And then we did Currency from Camina. Then we did, after that, what did we do, man? A couple other records that scored that did #1. And then we caught the attention of Dre. And Dre called us in for the Chronic, 2001. And we went all the way through with him on that. You know what I mean? So that's when I knew I made it, man, like 3. And it was for my boy Big Chuck. So, that was the start, man. And I know I was long-winded, but I wanted to make sure it's just a real how it actually happened. You could dissect it.
No, that was really cool. That was cool hearing the whole history and, how far back it goes and all of what you've been able to accomplish early on. I was reading something here in your bio as well. I'm not sure if this is true or not early on. Did you guys actually discover 112, or did you just work their first album? How did that go down?
Yeah, man. Real quick, man, to throw that at you. Okay, so when we did Boys and Men, Dallas was kind of like, man, that's my gig, man. He wasn't really like, he wasn't jealous, but he was like, that's my gig, TLC, that's my gig. Because we ended up doing joints on TLC and Boys and Men, which was TLC album sold almost 20 million too, so we was on both of them, and both of them won Grammy. So Dallas was like, you know what, it's the perfect time for y'all. Y'all need to find your own acts, man, you know what I mean? So what happened was, we ended up finding, so we told him about it, we was like, yo, where's the talent at here? It was like, man, talent is in, right by the airport, where Monica and all them there. That's not what the name of it. What was that area, man? Everybody comes from there. We'll get to it, man. I remember. Anyway, it was like, yo, I could just keep bringing people over, and then y'all just see if y'all do, right? So he ended up, like every time he cut out here, he would bring like 2 or 3 dudes, or be like 1 dude and all that. That's one story. So we said, man, bring that first dude back, number 5 back, number 6. No, we put them together one by one, man. The story is false about people giving that, how, they was discovered in front of 112 and all that stuff. They was called 4T, dog. FORTE. That's what they was called, man. So what me and Bob did is we worked with them, right? And what happened is Kevin Wells ended up being their manager, and he took their demos to Puffy when he first started Bad Boy. And then that's how Puffy ended up calling them 112 because of the club that was in Atlanta, and that was the best bowling club in Atlanta.
Oh.
So that's how they became 112.
Yeah.
So he started working on the album, turned it into Clyde. Clyde, like, he said, I'm going to do some other records, Puffy, that you showed me, man, and he was talking about our demos. So then Puffy hit us up. He was like, yo, man, hey, I need y'all here, man. I don't know, the magic just ain't there, man. And y'all know them better than anybody, man. He's like, all right. So he sent for us, man, and then we ended up, man, just kind of, starting the demos. And then we had other songs, and he said, and then Puffy was always like, y'all got something on your mind. I trust you with the guys. It's good. So we ended up going, man, and the second record we did, it ended up on the Money Train soundtrack. It was called Let's Make Love. I don't know if you heard of it before, but that was the second record we did when we got to New York, man. And then that album, Make a Long Story Short, we ended up getting 6 or 7 in there, and then you had it in 112. So I was there. Same thing happened with Destiny's Child. They was called the Dons at first, and they got dropped for Sylvia Rome, Electrik. We told Randy Jackson, which he was the only A&R that we knew at the time. This was a little bit before we went with Puffy. So we went and did a showcase, and they just stopped everything. They said they were decided to the spot. So we couldn't do that because he had just got a label. Not Raphael, but his brother. So what they did was they worked out a deal with all of us where they signed them to his label, and then we started joints, and then some of the joints we did, Wycliffe remixed, and then he remixed No, 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 and that was history. It looked like it was his group, but it really was our group.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that happened like that. Tony Rich, we found him. He was listening, I don't know if you remember me telling you way back, I'm in the story, but he had an MPC 3000 too. He used to bring it over to the studio. We used to trade it down. So we always tell each other, whoever made it out, you know, to put the next cat in. So Tony was the first one we pulled in. He got signed on the face. Then he came out with the Bloody Nose Above Me. He won a Grammy. And then we pulled in Maureen Winans, and we had him stand up. And then Dallas was like, if you could teach him your hip hop side, I'll sign him immediately. So I just gave Mario, I put him in my basement, and I just gave him all my break beats, my crate, 2 crates of my break beats, man. And I showed him how to cut them up and how to do it. This is how they do it right now. They ain't really doing it like this over here. You know how it is, you know, in gospel music. They're cutting up, you know, they're chopping up break beats, and they, you know, making it more creative, man. So he called on fast, man. He just got really, really good at signing, but he wasn't getting work too much because me and Bob was swallowing up the work. So he ended up working with Pebbles, and that Pebbles album came out, and then he got the attention of you know, when what's his name ended up going from Uptown to Motown. That was who was that? The sign Puffy. What's his name? I'm losing everything.
Harrell, Andre Harrell.
Andre Harrell. So Andre heard it, and then that's when he signed, and that's how Lamar got signed to Motown. And then he came out with his first album, and then we helped him out with that. But it didn't move anything, and then that's when Puffy heard it, and then Puffy just put him on the production team, and then eventually he made him an artist after that. And then, you know, that's how he got discovered. You know what I'm saying? Carl Thomas, he's another one, man. And then his church used to congregate with our churches in Peoria. So we didn't know Paul for a long time. We ended up getting Paul signed because Heavy D wanted to sign Paul.
Wow.
So we was working on So For Real at the time. And Carl did the background for us. So Paul ended up making a big war between Heavy D and Puffy. And Puffy ended up signing them through us, man. So, you know, more than half of the R&B division of Bad Boy was from me and Bob back then.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of people, they would tell that story. And that's how, you know, man, to go back, that's how we flew under the radar so crazy. Because we didn't have a publicist. Nobody would tell the real story because everybody wanted to take the credit for all the people that we found and so on and so forth. So, right now, that's why I look like when you see Tim Kelley, right now I'm producing on my own house. I do research stuff. But now, it looks like I'm a brand new producer in a way, unless you was really doing, you know, unless you're doing like, you know, like I was doing, like you credit, called it a check. Like, wait a minute, that's Children to the Bob. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really realize that. But otherwise, you think I'm a brand new producer now.
Right. Wow.
You know what I mean? And I'm doing better than ever, man. Like, I did, I don't know if you want to ask the question and go to the next segment of it. I can talk about that too, unless you have something else you want to
Yeah,
talk about.
so, well, I was going to say, bring us up to date. I mean, first off, many people didn't even realize that Tim and Bob had split and that you guys were producing individually. And I recently seen you, you know, mention it's been years. I mean, how did that even all happen like that? Because most people didn't even realize.
Yeah, man. He's like my brother, man. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, I'll say that he's like my brother. I love him, man. It was just a conflict of interest, man, and I just think that Bob didn't want to call the pavement anymore, man, like we always did, man. Going in A&R sessions and crashing, you know, sessions, and we play our stuff, and then we end up on our album, or, you know what I mean? Just, I think, creatively, you know, everything changed. Because at first, you know, the industry just ruled, you know what I mean? So if you were doing group back then, it all started off with a and you had a meeting with an SD1200. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, times changed, and everybody started working on, like, you know, DAWs, man, GWs. You know what I'm saying? Like, Logic came in, Ableton came in, which I got the endorsement from that. And then we had Open Labs, so, you know, Ableton was inside Open Labs. So Ableton was one of the first ones that kind of let everybody, you know, Pro Tools, but Ableton was really the one that everybody said, wait a minute, man, you tracks through here, and you don't have to finish, and you know, your work pulls really, really fast, and you like Pro Tools, you know what I mean? So, you know, everything changed, man, and, you know, creatively we changed, because Bob ended up a whole bunch of stuff going into that way, too, you know what I mean? And, you know, creatively now, he started doing stuff that just was kind of like, you know, the Tim and Bob sound. Because I was doing all the drum programming, I was sampling everything inside the MPC. Like, I give you an example, like Slow Down, Tell Me. Mm-hmm. That ain't nothing but chopped up samples, man. Like, and then I put a beat over it. I did it just like a hip hop joint. Like, especially like, especially those two, Slow Down and Tell Me. I just took them and I put the front and the back in the front, took a little piece and made this, you know, all that. So what we did is I played a little bit of keys and some strings on the joint, and Bob just played a little bit of guitar on Slow Down. Every time when he turned around, it sounded like a harp. So I would mix a harp with Bob's 16, and he had a 16 string, a 12 string, or something weird he had. And it would sound like a harp. So I was like, so use that. So I sampled that into the MPC, and then I did a harp sound on top of that, and then that kind of was like the sound. So basically, what Bob was doing is he wanted, he asked me for samples, so he was doing stuff on the which I like encouraged that, man. So I was like, okay, that'll be another sound that we can have, you know, in the back of my pocket. But it's just too jazzy. You know what I mean? It wasn't really sounding like all the stuff that, you know, what we had, 400 some million records plus, maybe more than that. It just didn't sound like, you know, that. But you know, man, it was cool. You know, I would take, for some of the records, he ended up doing some jobs with Bobby, and I would come behind and just throw a couple songs, and I put my drums on. Then it would sound like us. You know what I'm saying? But after that, it just wasn't sounding like that. So, you know, me and Bob had a conversation. We started talking about it, man, and we decided creatively, man, like, you know, he wanted to try it on his own, and then I was like, okay, cool, you know. That was the day, man, that it was like 4.5 years ago, man. That was the day that, you know, we split up, and he ended up doing Tamar's album at the time. But my man, I think he ended up doing that, which did pretty good for her. I think it was top 5 or number 3. I think got to number 3 or something like that. And then what happened with me is I ended up doing Brian McKnight, and then I ended up getting all the singles. So when I got the singles, the CEO of the company, which is SRG right now, he asked me to be head of anew. And I told him, if you give me a label deal with that, because you know, me and Bob already had 6 labels. We had like 5 production deals. You know, production deals is a small label deal. So I'm like, I can't do that. I can't fall back to A&R unless I got a label. You know what I mean? That's the only way to make sense. But what I didn't know was SRG is one of the biggest independent labels in the world. And he also, at distribution, he got one of the biggest distribution companies in the world. So, you know, I was already willing to do this, but I just threw a shot out there to see if it worked. And it all worked out, man. So now I'm head of A&R and SRG, and I got my own label as well. So what I did was, he said, man, let's get a couple more artists that have sold records already. So it's easy to kind of, you know, forecast a little bit. Like if they sold 200,000 copies, you know, we can at least squeeze 50 to 75,000 copies. You know what I mean? So he started doing it. And I already worked on it. Like he said, go back and get John B. And he never mentioned Bobby. So he said, go ahead, look at John B, man. Look at this, go get that. And I just checked the memorial. I was like, man, check about Bobby. You know what I mean? And he said, and then my wife said, what about Taylor? I was like, whoa. So I called Genuine. So I've been knowing Genuine since like 95. I called Genuine. We ended up having a deal. Deal was solid. Then his lawyer got in there, and then things just went left, right, left, man, to get the deal right. So he said, man, we got to pause Genuine, man. He said, so who else, man? So that was my perfect segue to say Bobby. I was like, why don't you Bobby me, man? So I had a lot of success with him, man. I don't know about Bobby, man. He's too short, man. He was giving me everything that while we sit aside. I said, go run his numbers and call him back. When he ran his numbers, man, came back, he's like, man, you're right, man. You had a couple of more records with him, man. This is my CEO, right? His name was Claude. That was pretty good, man. I was like, whoa, yeah. He was like, TK, go make that deal, man. I called Bobby, man. As soon as I called Bobby, he said, man, if you don't stop playing, man, Tim, man. I was like, nah, man, look, I'm serious, man. I can make the deal right now. I make my own deal. So if you make the deal right now, let's talk. I got it. After about 15 minutes, I had the deal done. I picked over and I called Claude. I welcome me inside G, man, Bobby. And then he kind of like sweetened the time with Bobby, you know, he like added stuff like, you know, top 10, do some happen. You know what I mean? But overall, man, I already did the deal. So what happened was I did the work. We got back out in LA. Within 2 weeks after that, I did one round with him. We did 15. He went back to Atlanta. I promised. I listened to the record. I was like, you know what? I don't have to slow down. I don't have to tell. I text him out. You know what I mean? So we're going to put him back in his lane. Then we're going to curve over. So I did another round with him. And then I was flipping. So between King, I just went through a whole bunch of my Asian sounds and my Asian like samples I had, which I got a million of them. And I actually make them too. You saw the song right now. I had that sample. I had that sample that I made. I just added a few more things to it, so it sounded new to me. You know what I mean? So when I did the track, I already had the track before Bobby came. So I told Bobby, I said, Bobby, I think I got I slow down now, for real. He was like, real? Yeah, man. So I told him this before he got on the plane. So I didn't even show him, man. I went and picked him up from the hotel, and I was just playing everything else but that joint. So I wanted to play that in the studio in case he was like, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Because I only thought he was thinking about, man, he didn't even want to go visit that. So we was talking, man, when I went to the studio. I was like, Bob, look, man. I said, man, I put you in a lane that nobody yet even touched, man. Like that Asian hip-hop, R&B, sexy, bottles, man, strings. I was like, you just abandoned it, man. I said, and nobody has been able to quite jump in there and make that sound. I said, because it left such a gap. You know what I mean? And everybody would know it was Tim and Bob. It was really, it was just, like I told you, it was me that was doing all slicing and the dice. Because, I was working with Bob at the time. But anyway, so I'm telling you, like, look, man, you need to get a joint that feels like that, man. I'm telling you, man, everybody wants, I said, you can look at all these YouTubers, all your people on your Instagram, Facebook, they want to hear that sound, you know? They just want to get back with Tim and Bob. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and I'm the creator of the sound. Alright, man. He said, so now we there. He said, alright, let me see what you got. So I still didn't play it yet. I played like 3 more. So he's like, whoa, okay, alright. So then I played it third, a little bit. When he heard it, man, we stopped instantly. He was like, man, hold on, man, I'm going to go in the booth, man. So we just writing that down, dog. We just wrote it real quick. We just went back and forth all the way down the record. And when it was done, we was like, I think this is the single, y'all. So the next day, I did another one that kind of sounded like Tell Me, but I kind of did it in like a trap version. So it sounds like Tell Me trapped. You know what I mean? And then that was it. I was like, I'm just going to do 2. And then I'm going to slide on over and then start messing with some other stuff. And I did a whole bunch. And he got so many different genres, man, different ways I went on his album, man. People going to really hip hop. This album, I'm telling you, man, he like the first one to go and like love this one, man.
Wow.
Cause I was, he wasn't afraid. He was like, you ain't got nothing else to lose, man. Like, you're not hot right now. Nobody even thinking about you. And then they talk about the scandal that was going on. You know what I mean? So everybody was hitting me up, man, are you calling this a sign of body, man? He's going through all that, man. He's like training and this, and that. I'm like, man, you know what? I said, that's all big misconception, man. It'll all be revealed when the single come out and he gets to talk, man. You know what I mean? He'll tell his side, man. Not only in the tell his side, man. It was just a big misunderstanding, man. Trust me, it looked like it ain't, but it was. I still go, you should smile, man. It's going to make you look, man. Now, make a long story short, today, I can send it to your phone. Today, we went from 67 to 69, 68, 47 league, man.
Wow.
Today. And we had a Justin Timberlake's joint. So he number 50, we number 47.
Wow.
And we just got a gang of iHeart radio stations, man. I mean, when I tell you, man, this joint got legs, man. It's going to be in the top 20 the next. Because, when you've done this like me for 25 years, and you see the legs without you having to do a whole bunch of political stuff, you see what it's doing. That leak right there tells you, like, next week, it's going to be a different kind of leak. Because we got this iHeart station during the course of that leak right there. So it's going to push them way up, man. We're going to be in the top 30 next week, you know what I mean? And the week after that, top 20, man. Who knows? But the song is doing really, really good. Let me tell you how we got, man. Snoop on this, a superstar spot. I don't know if you got it, a superstar. And then what happened was, he did a concert with Monica and Jagged on 12 Brother Cats, and he met Snoop. And Snoop was like, man, you got to admit, Bobby, man, that was funny how that looked. He was like, no, I'll laugh at myself about it, man. But he like, with his tears of beat, man. He's like, you know what, man, I ain't following you, man. He's like, man, so they ended up, man, creating a little brotherhood, right? Skip up. We hit him up on Instagram, and I worked with Snoop before too, because he did when he got signed to Master P. We did They Don't Know, and we had Keaton sing the hook on the album. The Game will be Soul, Not Soul, something like that. It was on Master P when he went over there from Death Row. So, and then there was two other albums that Snoop called me about, and we got real cool with Quick, because Quick was executive producer of him. So we was really, really cool with him too. So, but we never got to, get down like this. Because when he heard the track, he was like, yo, send me the instrumental immediately, man. And long story short, he sent it back to us in 2 days. He had 10 different tracks of raps on that. So what I did was, I was like, oh, man, because I love all of them. But it seemed like, track 2, track 5, track 7, up, you know what I'm saying? And then I like the old stuff when it comes to listen, you know what I mean? So I sent it to him, you know what I mean? I did a little rough mix on him, and I sent it to him. He was like, fellas, I think we got a hit record on our hands. That's what I knew. He was mad that I cut it up. So I was like, oh, man. I thought he was mad. Took it off, man, and put that, nah, man, I want verse second. He's like, you didn't do that, man. And he loved what I did, man. So, I mixed it. I mixed it, and then we mastered it, and we put it out. And then it started looking like it was going to do something. And then when we went to radio, man, it just took off, man. And then our radio had, look at, man, we're going to follow Instagram. We're going to get each other's Instagram. But I put the first one when we went to radio, man, Justin beat us by one radio station. That's when I knew, I'm like, we got something. You know what I mean? And I feel proud about it, man, because a lot of people tell me, what the heck am I doing? You shouldn't do it, man, this and this and that. I ain't hot no more, this and this. And I'm like, nah, man, I got chemistry with it, man. It's like jamming, losing, jamming. I mean, I've been knowing these since when he was in the group listed. And I worked with him way back then. So I just knew, you know what I'm saying, if I can get the Asian sound to sound like relevant to what's sounding like right now, there's still a nostalgic sound that you used to listening to, and then we swag on the verses. It goes all the way on the verses, you know what I mean? That's what we got. I don't know if you heard the song yet.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so, you know, I tried to swag like Migos, man. And I was like, Bobby, I said, help me out with it, man. You know what I'm saying? So he was like 300 followers, we followed 300 women, we following him. You know what I mean? Then we start going back and forth on the whole joint all the way down like that. So we was like, we got it, yo. Cause it feels like rapping, feels like what we did on Slow Down and Tell Me, but it ain't trapped out. So it feels like you. You know what I mean? So it was this perfect blend of, you know, of what Bobby would sound like when, you know, in his day and time, man. You know, January, February 2018. And it's taken off, man. And then, you know, let's glory to God, man. We can't do nothing but give it up to God, because it was on his own timing, man. And it was weird, too, man, because, man, when I tell you, we went up against some crazy sticks. And this, look, check this out. There's only one time this happened to me in my career, man, where 10 major artists, man, went to radio that week. I'm talking about, man, what? Remy Ma, Chris Brown, right? Justin Timberlake, obviously. Drake, he just came out, surprised everybody that Friday when we was going to radio on that Monday. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, what was that, God's Plan? So he came out with that out of nowhere. Then Migos came out with one. We was like, no, we ain't gonna be able to compete against this, man. Dang. So it was like a good 15 people that went to radio. You know what I mean? And then, I think about 15 major artists. But it was like a good 30 people that went to radio. Because it was the first week of 2018. And I guess everybody went to hurry up and get a real good bump, you know what I mean, on the year. Because usually if you get hit in January, if you start smoking a little bit in January, you know, you set up to go into, like, spring, summer with a spring, summer hit, and then you put your album out, you know what I mean? So I guess that's what everybody was thinking, just like we was thinking. I mean, to make a long story short, man, we came in number 8, I think it was number 8, out of like 30 people that came out. And like I said, man, Justin beat us by one station. That's all we knew. We was like, we in there, man, because that record that Justin had, man, they spent $200,000. We heard that he spent $200,000 on the video alone. You know what I mean? And then I know, you know, with the Neptunes kids back, he had to pay them a pretty penny too. So we like, wow, all of this, man, and he only beat us by one. And it was crazy because I was on the phone with my CEO, and we going back and forth, and they tallying and they giving him, you know, the numbers as we were going through the day. You know what I'm saying? So first we was beating Justin by 5 stations. Now we was beating. So I'm like, what? I'm like, no, we ain't gonna do no way. Right? At the last minute, man, he got one. Like, when I tell you the last minute, I'm talking about the last 30 minutes. He got one more station before it shut down. You know what I'm saying? That's when I knew, like, God's in this, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, Bobby out for cooking right now, man. We back. You know what I mean? I got him signed over there with me, man, and we're going to try to do it, man. We're going to try to go 5-6 albums deep. We actually ready to start on another one, man, but I just signed Sean Stockton, too. So I got Sean signed.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got it myself, man. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Really, really excited about that, man. I'm doing this whole album, too, man. Like 15 joints, I'm going to go all the way down that joint, just like I did Brian, just like I did Bobby, man. I don't know what it is, but this new resurgence and this new style I got, man, is, I don't know, man. It's just God working through me, man. I'm really coming up with some, with you know, stuff that I'm challenging myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to my joints that, you know, that I've been doing, and I got a lot of endorsements. So with a lot of endorsements comes with a lot of sounds and VSTs and all that. So I've been experimenting a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's just been getting me really, really, you know, up for the challenge, to challenge everything that me and Bob ever done, and me by myself. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I'm really excited about the future, man, and what it holds, man, because, you know, I should probably put this way, man, by the end of the year, I should have 20 singles this year, man.
Wow.
I got 4 already in the fiscal year. Yeah. 4 on Brian's album, and then I'm going to have all the singles on Bobby. That's going to be 78 before, before I start showing. So I'm going to do Shardo album, got all them singles, and then, who else on my side? I got people in mind, but I don't even want to tell you to get my whole out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But for right now, man, like, I'm halfway. I'm going to be halfway. That's how the singles, man. It's like, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? So, now this going to be my best. What's the point, man? The most singles me and Bob had in 1 year, at one time, was 3. You know what I mean? And I got, like I said, 5 right now.
Wow.
And if you're talking a fiscal year, you know what I'm saying? If you're talking about, not 2017 or 2018. If you just go from when I started from Brian now, you know what I mean? So that's how I don't have at least 20 plus this year. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really, man, see if I can take this, man, and dominate it and take it to another level. And, the most important thing is, it's a challenge, man, because we're going mainstream. And that mainstream market, man, is so competitive, man. Because you got R&B competing with the biggest genre in the world right now, which is rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, this is a challenge for me, and I've never backed down for a challenge, number one. And challenge don't do nothing but make me just, elevate. You know what I mean? So, I'm looking forward to what this is going to turn out to be, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't predict the future. Obviously, none of us can. I'm a guy can, but I can say this, man. I'm going to do my best to, make sure, the joints compete with anything that's out and then some, man. Because I've always been, innovative. I always looked at, me and Bob, Timberland, and Pharrell, as innovators, not afraid to try them. Because when I did Thong Song, dog, it wasn't nothing that song. When I did that, same thing, man. I put everything in the drum machine. I didn't play nothing. That's Eleanor Rigby, Wes Montgomery's version of Eleanor Rigby from the Beatles. I just chopped it up a little bit, and then when the label Def Jam, when they were like, nah, man, they gonna take 100%. So what we did is we found a string player to take some of the notes out, and then I sampled it back again in my MPC to make it sound like it was a sample. You know what I mean? But it was one string player, dog. And then I just put some, vinyl saw that, old albums up the beginning, and I turned that down a little bit. And, we mixed it, and that was that. But if you go back, when that came out, which was 1999, to 2000, like really 2000 when it really, really got started. It wasn't, man, R&B just had its own lane, you know what I mean? And then rap was just starting to really boom, 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 you know what I mean? From Def Jam, you know what I mean? All the rap artists was banging. Redman, Method Man, Redman and Method Man, you know what I'm saying? DMX, everybody was going platinum and double platinum and all that stuff, man, you know what I mean? So here comes Dog Song, and then the single alone, what? We talking about, let me see, in 30 different countries, 35, 40 different countries, it was number 1 for 2 months. And the album ended up selling 7 million. Just from one song, yo. Song.
Yeah.
So in saying all that, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't say to say that, man. I'm not scared to take a chance, man. If it don't work, I can always go back to what I know, loose or what I know from people. If people want to hear from me, I know what that is. So I always want to try different things. But in Bobby's case, I had to go back to that, man. It was going to be difficult to pull this off, with Bobby for what was going on with him. And he wasn't hot for a long time. Slow Down Tell Me was 2005. Anonymous came out, like a year after that. So, it's 2018 right now. You know what I'm saying? So, kids didn't know who he was, man. He still got a phone, but that wouldn't be big enough for him to compete on the crossover stations, man, the iHeart stations, the Powers and the Kisses of the world. So I'm to do something where, they're like, okay, you know what? Now you finally got one that sounds like him, and this sounds like a good single, and Snoop was on it, and Snoop is hot with all these game shows and all that he's doing, man. You know what I mean? It just worked out, man. God is his perfect plan, man. So that's it, man. That's how everything is working right now, man. And I just feel blessed to be in this position, man. Somebody would told me, man, all this was gonna happen, man. Like this. I knew I was gonna get back high because that always happened to us in my career. Like, we get a hot joint. And that's what anything or any genre or, any job or, you know what I mean? It's like, even if you invent something, you know what I mean? Like, you get hot with it, there's going to be somebody that's going to come behind you that's going to make something a little bit better than your invention, man. It's what you're doing when you're in cruise control. You know what I'm saying? All right, I just got to go back to the shed and figure things out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I always knew how to do that without having a frown on my face. You know what I mean? More so being excited about it. All right, this is my chance to reinvent myself, man. And I did it every time. So, this was no exception, man. I did it with Brian's album. And Brian's album had 4 top 20s on there. You know what I mean? And then, here we come with Bobby's album, man. And I'm really excited about this one because I went there on this album right here, man. So it's the name of the album, man. I don't know if you saw it, but it's called Electrik with
right.
K. And then it comes on March 9th. And we wanted to do that because, we didn't want to slow down the momentum just in case little bit start popping off. And that's exactly what it did. It's doing what it's doing. The leaps that it's doing right now is perfect for his album setup because now, about time, it's time for his album to come out. We'll do a Drake. You know what I'm saying? We'll throw another one out there for you to, to tickle everybody, let everybody know, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't just this one. You know what I'm saying? It's this one and maybe another one we like to route just for this white label one to let people know. You know what? We got 3 and 4 on here that's like qualified to jump on the chart, or you can play it in the club. You know what I mean? It's got that thing on it that where you can mix it with the stuff that's out with the trap or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? It's got everything on here, man. You know what I mean? And as soon as I get copies, matter of fact, physical copies of the CD because I just finished mixing it, his album Thursday, and I mastered it on Friday. So I should have physical copies either this week coming up or the top of next week. I can send you a copy.
Cool, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can go in, so you can start, you know what I mean? You can start, man, helping me out with the campaign, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And hey, we're really looking forward to hearing it, and I want to thank you. We covered so much over this. It's going an hour and 15 minutes, and you've covered so much history, and we're excited about Bobby's new album. It's refreshing to hear how excited you are and rejuvenated, and we're just looking forward to hearing what you got coming with next. We heard the Brian McKnight album, and we're excited about this Bobby album, so we're here supporting you and Bobby and rooting for you.
Man, I really appreciate that, man, for real, man, from the bottom of my heart, man, because it's crazy, man, because when you hit me up, I was like, wait a minute, so I'm like, man, they always say, man, guys call me and Bob like top 10 producers or top 12,
yeah,
which I think we number 1, you know what I mean? But for real, if you really think about it, if you think about it, there's producers, if you talk about talent-wise, there's producers that can do tracks. But there's a difference between producers doing tracks and producers that can produce. I'm talking about like can write the whole joint, do all the instruments, you know what I'm saying, all the arrangements, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. So them beat makers to me, man. They ain't producers.
Right.
Man. That's just between me and you. You ain't got to even say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I can name 5 of them that a lot of people put ahead of us. I'm like, these are beat makers, man. They gotta have 10 people in the room. Well, this is me and Bob, man, with this kid in the room.
Yeah.
And now it's just me. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need anybody in the room with me, man. All I need, man, is my equipment. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? If I really, really want to go there on the slow joint, man, like maybe a drink or two. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise than that, man, I need nothing, no enhancements, man, no nothing. That is just pure me from my dad all the way back from what I know. My Rolodex is beat with on pop, R&B, rock, because I come from the Midwest, so you hear everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, my Rolodex is stupid, man. So I just be putting a whole bunch of stuff, man, from what I've heard in my past, man, and that be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
we definitely respect your legacy and definitely what you created and what you continue to create. So much respect.
I sure appreciate it, man. For real, from the bottom of my heart, man. Like, for real, man.
Absolutely.
You guys are the second one that reached out, because I guess everybody just now seeing, like, oh, Bobby, man, what's on Brian? Hey, he ain't on this, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, you guys are the second ones, which is, then you guys are our biggest supporters. So that's what makes this more, gratifying for me, man, that now I get to talk to you guys and you'll hear from the horse's mouth, and people telling me whatever. You can call me anytime,